This will be a fairly short video, as I'm just showing a more refined version of the Division C non-bonus tower. All of the build techniques are identical to the previous build, so if you're interested in more details, be sure to check out the initial build video. Here are my notes from this build. Compared to the previous version, the total mass of the legs are about 7% lighter and the crossmember mass is about 19% heavier. These choices were made based on the results of my initial Division C build. What is more unique about this build is that instead of just varying the density of the crossmember pieces, I also used larger material for the bottom two layers. For layers 1 and 2, I'm using 1/16 by 1/16 balsa with a stick normalized mass of around 0.27 grams. For layers 3 through 5, I switched to 1/20 by 1/20 with a normalized mass of 0.16 to 0.17 grams. And finally, for the top 5 layers, I'm still using the 1/20 inch balsa, but I'm using lower density 0.14 to 0.15 gram sticks. This different approach to varying the strength of the crossmembers is to demonstrate that there are multiple ways to approach this problem depending on what materials you have on hand. Here is the completed tower on the jig and on the scale right before testing. It weighs 5.11 grams, so let's see how it does and what we can learn from the results. Here's the part in the video where we see 3 hours of work get destroyed in 2 minutes. I always have mixed emotions when testing these devices. I love seeing if we can learn something new with every test, but it's tough seeing so much work go up in smoke in so short of time. Learning is the key though. Every time you test, try to figure out something new that can help guide you to make something better the next time. While the results of this tower are very good, the goal is to be even better by the time the important competitions come around after you've built many more. Don't get frustrated if something new you tried results in a worse outcome. That just means what you did before was the better option. I can almost guarantee that if you build 10 towers, your best one won't be the first or the last one you build. The key is to fully understand your best build and to be able to reproduce it as reliably as possible. I will speed up the live test video until it gets closer to failure. Okay, now this is a very interesting result which we can learn a couple things from. It held 17.185 kilograms for an actual efficiency of 3363. With the 1.25 log multiplier, the competition score was 3669. The first failure here was in the lower leg, which means this new approach to crossmember strength did its job well. The big takeaway here is not so much that the competition efficiency at 15 kilograms was 2935, which resulted in the 3669 score, but rather that the actual efficiency was 3363 at 17.185 kilograms. That proves that this design is capable of much higher competition scores if the materials can be balanced so the failure occurs closer to 15 kilograms. I would say that this build proves that a 3300 competition efficiency is definitely possible and maybe even 3400 or more. With the log multiplier of 1.25, that would mean that the true benchmark scores we are talking about here are in the 4100 to 4300 range. Next, I will start looking into if I can build a Division C bonus tower that can come close to those numbers. If the results are similar to Division B, my guess is that it will be possible, but it might not be worth the risk. We'll just have to see, as that is the fun of trying things out over the entire season. Thanks for watching, and feel free to reach out to me if you have any specific questions.